Hello, do-it-yourselfers. We have a good one today. My wife Rachel is going to show us how to repair those nasty shades that seem to break when you look out them and crack on the end. So if you have a shade that looks like that and you really don't want to run to Home Depot with the measurements, buy a new one, we're going to show you how to do it. My wife Rachel is going to, see, there she is. Say hello to her hands.
Hi.
Hi. Let me get a little better view here for you. Alright, she's going to show us how to fix it.
Alright, I've usually just worked with one. This is a little bit slightly different than the other ones we had, but it seems to be the same idea. First you do is pop these little plastic things out. They hold on to the lines that are inside. And if you look, each one of them is in their own individual little string home kind of thing, where you have one in the middle going right through, and then the little housing. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pop each one of these out. Usually come out pretty, oh, that one was easy. Usually come out pretty easy. And obviously don't lose them. In this one, the middle line that it controls whether it goes up and down is attached to this. But on the other ones I've fixed, it's just been this, and you just tie a little knot in the bottom of it. Now because I'm going to have to cut this, because it's a little different. I'm going to have to cut that to get it off. Because there's a little knot in there, and I really don't feel like sitting here trying to untie a little tiny knot. And I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch me.
Why? It's cute.
So I have the 3 pieces on the side. Now you're going to have to pull out the middle string, the string that helps to control whether it goes up or down. See a little string in the middle? I'm going to go up to where it's broken, just to make it easy, and just pull it out up there. See, you take the string from the one that's broken, the middle string, and you just gently pull it out.
I see, so it's pulling right out from the...
Yes, from the middle. Now this is going to be a little bit time consuming because you're going to have to bring it all back in. And now I can just take this broken piece out here, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side.
So you remove the entire piece right out of there.
Yes.
Oh, so it's just that one string really holding all these in place, and then they're individually staying in their housing because of the other 2 on the outside.
Right, and then when you turn this, and you turn the stick up here, that just
That
controls
all-
whether or not this...
I'll be damned. I thought the whole thing would have to come apart. Every wire, every...
Nope. And then there's nothing in the middle, so you just pull that broken piece out. Now,
Right, yeah.
I usually grab from the bottom because those are all...
I was going to say, how do you replace that broken one now?
Now I take the...
Take out the
One of
bottom
the bottom ones.
Oh, son of a gun.
And just make sure I slide it right back into the same place that the broken one was in. Now comes the time-consuming part. Refeeding all of these
So that wire, yeah, that string you pulled out,
Yeah.
now just goes...
back into there.
Now I wonder if you pull these all, what if you put all these flaps together?
I probably
Like
could.
one and just feed it right through?
What I have done a few
Yeah, like-
times is I've taken a couple at a time.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
was
if you get too many, sometimes it's hard to line them up right, and it just gets annoying. But
Alright,
then
so
plus
this
you
could
get
take
this
some
thing in the
time.
way. Yeah, this could take some time. So if you, I don't know if you want to,
Pause it.
yeah, and then come back.
Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll feed that line through. I'm pretty sure everybody gets the hint. You're going to feed it through here, and then you're going to come back over here and feed that one the same way, right back through that
Correct.
middle hole. And we'll be right back for finishing.
All right, so you see we threaded them all back in, all through the middle, each one of them down to the bottom. Now what I did too is I stretched it all the way out so that we know that where the string is at the bottom, as far as open. So if you open it all the way, you'll get the full effect of the shade. Also what I did is the place where I pulled the slat out that I used to replace.
Yeah, that
here,
extra slat that you pulled out of the bottom.
I moved the bottom piece into the position that was in.
So these are like little ladders that it looks like, because you took one piece out here, it would have left a gap here. So you took this metal piece, we slide this out, and we moved it up into that spot.
Into the next spot up the
Okay.
ladder.
So now